Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more GT4. There is nothing that I have done off screen, so it's not there. Let's hop into this. We're starting the World Championship, the Formula GT World Championship, rather. And all of these races are very, very long. They all take over an hour, so yeah. Hop right in. Part 1 out of 5 in this championship. Now, I'm going to do this a little differently than I've done other tournaments. I will do 12 out of the 15 races in the tournament itself, and then I will do the last 3 individually with the Sauber. Let's just make sure everything's correct. 16. Oh, I have 16 here, not 15. 16. 14, okay. By the way, I have a document on my computer saying what the best gear ratios are from my practice, so. And obviously I tested this off screen, so okay. Alright, let's begin the final event of the game. So, no matter what I do... Hey, Gabriel. Good to see you here today. No matter what I do, I'm going to have a bit of an advantage over the AI, because when the AI makes pit stops, they fully refuel. I do not fully refuel, or I should say I don't have to. So, we'll be seeing that as the tournament goes on, especially in Nürburgring, that when this car has low fuel, the tires last much longer. However, the AI, I think, gets progressively better as the tournament goes on. Except in Laguna Seca, because they will always spin out at that one turn. Well, some of them will. And before you ask, Gabriel, I have not recorded any of Space Memories yet. I will do that either when I'm done here or actually tomorrow would probably be more likely. And get the second Overworld red coins. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I need to slow down through there. Something else I did while I was playing around in RE2, I tested Claire A's bowgun only run, and unless I'm missing a bowgun bolt pickup somewhere, including the kendo pickup, where you loot his corpse, which you can actually do in the shotgun run, and I forgot about it. Unless I'm missing a bowgun bolt pickup somewhere, you have barely enough ammo to finish the run. Like, you cannot kill anything other than the required fights. And maybe the liquors in the hallway where you use the MO disc. That's about it. That's about it. Just wanted to make sure my mic was unmuted. I was also recording RE4 about Claire B. I haven't tested Claire B yet, but it would probably be even tighter. Yeah, I was recording separate ways, no damage in RE4. I actually just did Chapter 2, no reloads. Like, until you try a no damage run of RE4, you really, like, when you tried that, if you do, you really realize how shitty the axe throwers and the crossbowmen are for not trying to get hit. Also, goddamn, that this straight is tricky. I need to really slow down. Luckily, the AI does not fine-tune their car for each individual race. I don't fine-tune either, but I can tune it somewhat. Slow the fuck down. This race here is exactly the reason I didn't show the Tokyo Endurance on screen, because it's just this race but against touring cars. So in other words, no competition. That was a better execution of that turn. Just like C8. Um... Yeah, main problem with C8 was, as you mentioned, the low coin count. It wasn't my favorite course, but I preferred it over, like, Course 3 and Course 4, honestly. Partly because Yoshi's Island music. Though I have a feeling I'm gonna dislike Course 9 even worse. Because I do remember that stage being particularly annoying. If memory serves me correctly, I think speedruns get every star in Course 10, correct? I know the 6th one you can get in... I know the 6th one is just you find the warp spot, you collect the star. And I do remember where that is. Also, in Course 10, you get the 100 coins during the 2nd red coin star, correct? Because you have to collect the coins to keep yourself alive. I am running low on tire wear, so it's time to make a pit stop. Fast, but it's hard. Okay. That one at one point caused frame perfection to flip out. Oh, and you need to collect it in a specific spot, otherwise the game will freeze. Oh, that's fantastic. That's... I'm last, but that's fine. Anywho. Frame Perfection got pissed off at it to the point where he deleted his fucking Twitch account. Well, obviously he reopened it, but still... The fuck? The AIs don't need to make a pit stop yet? Would you... Dude, straighten out. How the hell are the AIs not making a pit stop yet? Okay, I may have underestimated how hard this is gonna be. I did not realize the AIs basically don't pit. Well then, that's, yeah, they're unaffected by tire wear. Well, not unaffected, but affected a lot less than you are, for sure. Good slide. They pit 5 times. Fuck, only 5? Fuck. let me think here. So, if I were to pit every 8 laps, that would be 8, 16, 4. Okay, 40 is 5, 56 is 7. Alright, I think I'll have to do every 9 laps then, after this. Although, like I said, they will refuel completely, which is an advantage I have. So I feel they might be getting a little affected by tire wear. Either that or I'm just doing better. Maybe both. Alright, let's see how much of a lead I can get. So let me think. If I do 9, so I pitted on lap 8, so it'd be 17, 26, 26, 35, 44, 53. Okay. Yeah, I'll try every 9 laps from now on. I have a feeling if I make 2 pit stops more than they do on this track, then I'm going to die. Probably should have just slowed down there. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, the AI will refuel, but I don't. So, I'm not sure how noticeable it is, but I'm definitely going faster. Like, not just, oh, I'm doing better because I'm getting in the groove. I am definitely going faster than I was before. And I'm making these turns better, too. They probably don't have tires. Oh, they do. Trust me, they do still have tire problems. Like, we'll inevitably be seeing that, most likely on the Nürburgring. But they are affected, just, again, not nearly as much as you. Although they also don't go full throttle through straights and such either. So I'm definitely gaining ground on him, which is nice. Race hard with other cars. Oh yeah, it's definitely hard with other cars. The number of pits screwed your attempt. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I think Gaming Definition had a little difficulty with this race when he tried winning this with the Toyota GT1. And I'm pretty sure it was Tai Kanji who was like theory crafting vehicles to use in order to get 200 points. Tai used the... I mentioned this before. He used the Audi R8, but it was also noted that a lot of wall riding was done in order to do it. Now here I can't actually tell if, I can't tell if my tires are more worn than they were during the first cycle. I feel they might be about the same. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to make a pit stop now. So, I'm only going to fill my fuel up to... 35? Let's see how much is in my car once I make the pit. I think 35 is a good amount to get up to. Okay. Yes. Thank God it's not 100 laps like in GT3's Endurance. That's fine. 38's fine. C9 also needs to collect one specific location. I think the sign says that as well. It also says 1 out of my 4,000 polygons caused the sky world to crash. No, I don't know which one. Or something like that. That's why the Sunset Mountain, or whatever it's called, wasn't in Night of Doom. Although that stage was a shit stage and redone anyway, so good riddance. Same with the Weehawks Ice Fortress. Fuck that stage. I feel if I tried, I could get a new lap record. If we can get a new lap record, I'll play the sound clip. It's been a while since I played that sound clip, but I will do it. Okay. On new lap record. Hell yeah.
It's a new lap record.
Gotta play it. Okay. Oh, that was way too late. Come on, make your pit stop. Or not yet. Well, actually, this is going to be the one where they make a pit stop, I think. Game being so big to 100% is a good or bad thing. I think the game nailed it. I think this game nailed the length perfectly for 100%. Like, yes, there's a lot of dealership events, and there's some hard stuff to do, like well, namely the driving missions being real hard. but it doesn't feel so repetitive and crappy that it just feels like they just stuffed a bunch of content in just for the sake of stuffing content. In this case, it's a good thing. Forza Motorsport 3 just has a bunch of repetitive events, IMO, and overall doesn't feel as enjoyable. So that game's length, in my view, is a bad thing. Yeah, this game nailed it. Whoa. Okay, I'm not sure why I slid there, but okay. I recovered. Why is it so blurry? Come on, refresh, damn it. Okay. It's not being in first person. What laps did I say? I think I said 26. Yeah, 26, 35, 44, 53. I think is what I said for my pit laps. Oh.
It's a new lap record. Also, my back tire is getting pretty worn. So yeah, I
think it's time to pit. On top of the fact that I'm almost out of gas. Okay. Okay, so around 35-ish. Okay, 37 is fine. So, I'm trying to think how much fuel I use per lap or per cycle. Oh, hell, I don't need to micro that much. Actually went a little slow there. There we go. If my drivetrain was any more... Is it drivetrain? That was really bad. If my gears were any tighter, I'd be losing speed on the straight. Yeah, I took that too fast. GT2 repetitive for me. Only GT3 is repetitive. GT3 gets repetitive. GT2 isn't that repetitive. Because, like, almost all of the races in 2 are... Well, first off, the dealership races are usually random. So because they're random, you might get one track appearing a lot, and others not so much. But the fact that none of the tracks are hard-coded to appear super frequently, and you don't race very long on most of the tracks, and on top of all that, you are forced to use a bunch of different vehicles, it's not repetitive. GT3 definitely is, though, since most, like, it's super easy to win an F1 vehicle just from the super speedway endurance, which is not a hard endurance to do. And then you just sequence break everything that does not limit your vehicle choice in any way. And even other dealership things appear twice. Like the TT Quattro one, that appears twice. Race of Red Emblem appears twice. The Vitz race appears twice. Spider and Roadster appears twice. The four-wheel drive one appears 3 separate times. Actually, all the drivetrain ones appear 3 separate times. Legend of Silver Arrow. The Silver Arrow race appears twice. The Evolution meeting is twice. Boxer Spirit appears twice. Stars and Stripes appears twice. Okay, I think you get my point. I was actually going to keep going, but I think you get the point.
It's a new lap record!
watched Grassley's last stream of the grenade launcher and Magnum. I watched a bit of it. I watched up until... what did I watch up until? I came a little bit late in the stream. I think I watched up to... Statue. It may have been Surface 2. But I checked out some of it. Like, at that time, I was sleepy and I wanted to go to bed. Like I mentioned in the chat, I looked up what boxcar blowout allegedly is, and even Google couldn't tell me what it was. Like, it just redirected me to Grassley's stream. Holy shit, I'm almost out of fuel. How low is my fuel right now? It must be like 3 or 2. 4. Okay, so I used about 35. Okay, 39. Okay, that's a little safer. So if I hurry, I could actually possibly lap everyone twice. I will mention something here. I'm glad that oil wear is not a thing on this car. Like, I'm sure you remember in GT3, I had the oil change light turn on like a third of the way through the tournament. Thankfully, that is not the case here. And, like, here's something that Gaming Definition mentioned as a problem for when he tried to do the F1 tournament with something other than an F1, that at some point the change oil light popped on, and if that happens, you lose a lot of power. Although, I don't believe he used a fresh Toyota for that. I think he used a used one. By used, I mean one that he had already been driving. Not, like, the used one from the car dealership. Ooh, too late on the brakes. Come on. Damn it. Damn it, turn. Turn. My tires need, yeah, I need a pit. Alright, 40. Next one, yeah, next one's Super Speedway. Now, we still got a quarter of this one to go, but yeah, unless I really bungle this somehow, this one's in the bag. But yeah, I wrote down all the races I'll be doing in the tournament. And yeah, next one is Super Speedway. So they're about to make a pit stop. Hey, Blue Hedgehog Man. Good to see you here this afternoon in Tokyo. I'm 2 laps ahead of that dude. Or those dudes. Is it 1 or 2 racers? I can't tell. It's a little hard to tell if there's 1 or 2 dots there. I think there might be 2, actually. And the rest are making pit stops, I think. Oh, no. Just the one. Well, I will be doing. I will be lapping all of them, probably. Johto's starters are good. Yeah, they're... Well, Meganium isn't. There's a massive meme about how Meganium is just not a good starter. Although apparently it has a Mega Evolution now. Blue Hedgehog Man would know. Meganium and Feraligatr have Mega Evolutions. Okay. But not Typhlosion, huh? That's bizarre. Nice. 2 laps ahead of everyone. No way I can get 3. It was previously in Legends Arceus. Okay. Holy shit.
It's a new lap record.
Holy moly. I cannot believe I did that. I did almost a sub 113. I don't know what I did. Anyway, you're working on Pokemon vids. Do you do like stream highlights? Because I don't think I've seen that. Or are you doing other things with Pokemon vids? Alright, last lap, or last pit stop of the race coming up. Oh. Okay, yeah, my tires are, like, wrecked. Okay, yeah, good. You were doing online. You were doing PvP. I see. Now here I could have opted to not refuel as much, but whatever. I don't need to micro that much. It's not like I'm playing StarCraft 2 or just StarCraft in general where micro is a good thing. Come on. I was hoping to get a new lap record there, but that ain't happening. Fuck, I hate that turn. Okay, good. God damn! Fucking car would not turn. Well, let's start another Kaizo hack. What would it be? Probably Mario's Nightmare 64, if that would count. Since, like, my tolerance for hard hacks is, limited these days. And obviously I'm not going to go too far. By too far, I mean, like, I'm not playing, like, the Omega hard Kaizo hacks. Especially ones that require, like 4 to 5 reclimbs of various things. Okay, let's slipstream a little. Alright, that's race 1 done. 3 laps ahead of that dude. Okay. Next race is Super Speedway. 127, I think, laps? What happened to some... Oh. What happened there was, see, in OBS, when I'm recording, audio on consoles, I have to have an audio delay. But I just copy-pasted the audio delay, like the exact settings on Night of Doom. I realized that, and I also had the same thing for the desktop audio, so I reverted it. These recent uploads, they don't have desynced audio, do they? The recent 2 that I just uploaded? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I fixed that for the recent 2. But yeah, I prevented that from happening now. Because I just, I made a new audio input source, but it's just the same one I use for everything. Minus the delay, of course. Okay, 127 laps here. This will probably be about an hour 15 if I had to make a guess. That slipstream. Obviously, the reason I'm hitting top speed here is because of the slipstream. Okay, the recent uploads are good. Okay, cool. I assume that's what you mean, right? Like, I'll admit, I haven't listened back to my own, vids. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't remember how many pit stops to do in the race. I'm gonna say, like, 6 or 7. Actually, wait, that's too few. Probably more like 8 or 9. that... I'll respond to your comment in just a moment. But, that might be a problem, that back left tire. Ooh. It's, already orange, and I'm only on lap 11. About Nürburgring the tires. Yeah, I could win that. In a practice run, like laps 3 and 4, the tires did not wear out nearly as much as they did on 1 and 2. Also, the AI does get affected by bad tires as well. Like, I have seen them spin the hell out on the even-numbered laps. Definitely not... I definitely have less grip. But I think I can do one more lap and be fine. Or maybe not. Okay, cool. They're all making pit stops. Okay, so it's lap 13. Every 13 laps. Oh, wait, no. I'm not... This isn't GT3. Let's get in there. GT3's super speedway has an unnecessarily long pit area. Like, it takes up 75% of the track. So, 14 times 9 is what? 126. No, I may as well just try and finish the race then. Ah! Get off, stop humping the wall, bitch. This is gonna be closer than I thought it was gonna be. Trying to see where they are. C3 has some bad sections. Yeah, I'm sure. Stand neat. Exactly on the metal cap box. In the air. Invisible floor section with a red coin and a heave-ho. Okay, that's... Just from that alone, that sounds very disgusting. Oh, okay, so this section of road is just slippery, it seems. Oh my god, stop. Okay, good. First season Star 1. I kind of remember that. More lap. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can do one more. I'm going to push this tire to its limit. Because I do want to get one last pit stop. Okay, get in there. Get in there. Okay. Yeah, let's get some fuel, too, while we're at it. Road's calling. Okay. Seemed like a gamble that paid off. Like if there was one less lap in this race, I wouldn't have done that. But, like, I don't want to be pitting on lap 126. Elden Ring will get a movie. Oh, really? Releases March 2028. Okay, I'm kind of interested then. Not enough to go out to a movie theater by any means, but I am interested in seeing if that's going to be good or terrible. Tomorrow Never Dies villain, and the Q actor from the Daniel Craig 007 movies. Wait, isn't it John Cleese? Or did he retire that role? I'll admit, I've not seen, like, the recent set of 007 films. But, is Q not played by John Cleese anymore? It's a younger actor. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that was one hell of a slide, but it worked out for me. Video game live action adaptations are terrible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very normally that is the case. These three. This is rather ironic. I'm making less pit stops than the AI and doing better. definitely bouncing a bit. Still, I'm gonna try and do 1 or 2 more laps. Favorite video game live action movie? Not offhand, no. Oh, getting in that slipstream. I should probably make a pit stop, but let's see if I can be stubborn and do 1 more lap. Yeah, I'm sliding, but I can use the slide to my advantage, so... Yeah. Now I need to make a pit stop. Okay, slow down. Right in there. Yeah, let's get fuel too. I don't want to risk running out. That would be no fun. Although, this is the least consequential race for that. Staying way away from the other racers because I don't want to give them slipstream. This is the reverse of the Nissan slipstream battle. Although in that one, the AI a lot of times just does not cooperate with you. Like, if the AI actually cooperated with you, that one wouldn't be so bad. It's... like, I like the idea of the mission, but the execution was just not that good. It's like they all... like, either they... slow down sometimes for no reason, or they just all clump up together and cause each other to lose speed and crap. Easily in the top 3 worst driving missions. That's fair, to be honest. Since the only thing you can do to win is something that is totally out of your control, and not your fault if you lose. Like, even if you do the right thing. Also, I got a new lap record somewhere. I'll play the sound clip if I get a sub 26. Can I do 3 streams or 2 as usual? I can do 3, but I usually prefer 2. I might do 3 next week, just to wrap this up. It would be a good note to start May and end April with. Ah! Okay, I'm surprised I didn't go careening into the opposite wall. Ah, that's this game's why you asked. I see. Yeah, I have given thoughts to doing 3 next week just for the sake of finishing this up. I would either do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Whoa. Oh my god. I do not know how or why that happened, but... oh well, I can recover this. It's not like I'm already 2 laps ahead of the AI, so we're good. Let's not get fuel this time. If that was a mistake, I'll just make a pit stop a lap or 2 early. second save. Well, it's severe, a lot less because I use Bob for most things. So, but it was still probably over 20 something hours easily. And by the way, for the Nürburgring 24-hour endurance, for example, I don't count when I leave the room to AFK. I don't count that. Ditto to like the 9-hour Tsukuba circuit and 8-hour Twin Ring Motegi. Me AFKing and letting Bob do hours of that does not count. But yeah, it still probably took a good 20 to 24 hours easily. That was 26.2, I think. Oh my god. Don't hit the pit wall. I was hoping that might be a new lap record. Alright, well, I'm going to pit, obviously. Oh, no, yeah, I'm going to pit. What's the next race? Isn't it New York? I think the next race is New York. Which, ironically, has me tightening my gears. And then I think next time is Grand Valley to start. Or High Speed Ring, I forget. I have the document, it can tell me. Oh, there we go. Just inside the range. Slipstream, baby. Let's go.
It's a new lap record.
Sub 26 thanks to Slipstream. And speaking of Slipstream, I think I'm about to enter it again. Maybe? Come on, enter it. Yeah, enter the Slipstream. Nope. I did it again.
New lap record.
2 in a row. pit stop here. Fuck, let's just keep going. I'm curious how many laps I can do without pitting. It's like, that's not a severe setback. It's now time to pit. Oh, yeah. Definitely time to pit. If I do this right, I think I can do this with only one more pit stop. But I do need to do like 16 or 17 laps. And this is one. see. Get out of the way, please. Even though I do like your slipstream. I think I'm gonna drive. Yeah, let's do one more lap. And then pit stop. This is becoming harder and harder to drive. Oh man. Oh god. Yeah, that may have been one. Yeah, I think that may have been one lap too many. So yeah, this is what happens when you don't pit. I think we are... Okay, yeah, we're good on gas.
It's a new lap record.
118. Lap 118, got that lap record. I will let them slipstream behind me if they elect to, and not just be stupid. Looks like I was going to be right with my first prediction of 5 or 6 laps. Actually, I think I said 6 or 7, but looks like it's only going to be 5. Unless... is that second place? No, that's not second place. Okay. I'm curious who wins this, or who finishes second. Okay. Well, right off the bat, I can skip one race and still potentially win the tournament. But I'm not doing that, of course. Alright, next race. And the last race of this stream. be another hour something. Set C, and let's see. Bring up my document. Okay, I do need to adjust that for the next one. Set A. Okay, that's fine as is. Grand Valley. Actually, that's fine for that too. Yeah, actually, this is fine as is. It's the transmission, okay. So yeah, 14 for this. I will need to remember to lower that to 10 at some point. Let's begin. $74 laps as opposed to 76 for the endurance. But the endurance made you use sports tires, and they suck. And part of me is tempted to let Bob do this, but nah, I should do this all on my own. Ooh, that was too late. Okay, well, thanks for the assist, Mr. Orange. Okay, not turning as much as I'd like. Don't you slipstream behind me. not sure when they're going to make a pit stop. Also not sure when I should make a pit stop. How much percent I had in GTA 4? It was like 80%, I think. Basically everything minus the pigeons and the stunt jumps, I think. I know for a fact I did all the stranger missions, unless there's one I randomly missed. And the side missions. And, obviously, the main story. And I got all the characters, it might be called Affection. I forget if it's called Affection or not, but anyway, I got them all up to 90+%, because I do know you need to do that as well. Also, I need to make a pit stop big time. Okay, so no fuel. Oh, the AIs won't make a pit stop this up. Fuck. Why don't the AIs make pit stops? Hoping they make a pit stop in this next lap. If not, that could be a problem. Holy shit. I'm gaining time, but still, holy shit. I will resort to dirty-ass wall riding if I have to. They do every 11 laps. That means they're only going to make 6 pit stops. If I do 9, that means I make 8. That's not good. Not very good, but once again, me being lower on gas will help. my stupid toe would not crack there when I wanted it to. So yeah, yo, gravestone. Yep. As you see, we're in the Formula Championship. We're doing pretty well. So as I was saying earlier, less fuel means more speed, big time. Specifically here. Racing at shit, York. Yup, exactly. The third out of 15 races. Also the last one I'm doing for the day. Brakes. I feel like I might be setting a new lap record here. Your favorite video game adaptation would be Iron Lung. Really? I might have to check that out then. AIs will hopefully be making a pit stop here pretty soon. Seems like that blue. It seems like the blue F1 is going to be the arch nemesis for straightaways. It didn't do that good in Tokyo, but it seems to be doing fine here. It also finished second place in Super Speedway. Okay, good. They're all pitting now, I think. Yeah, they're all gonna pit, probably. Oh no, one didn't. Part of me is tempted to see if Bob can do the rest of this race, because I'm getting real tired. I didn't sleep well. But at the same time, this is the last tournament in the game, so I don't want to just beast back a lot of it. If I get to the point where I get so tired that Bob is just going to do better than me, then I'll switch. But for now, I'll stick to it. Also, I'm about a third of the way there. Lap 25, that means I'm a third of the way there at 33 minutes. Okay, so I got another hour or something in this, assuming I don't just beast back the rest. Oh yeah, for sure Bob can do the rest. Assuming, keep in mind, assuming that he makes this turn, which, depending on the vehicle and the tires, he doesn't do. Though, in this thing, with medium racing tires, he probably can make it. Now, if I have to go to the bathroom at any point, Bob will just finish the rest of the race. go. Come on. Definitely need to pit stop here. Don't go too fast. Alright, I think we'll do one more cycle and then just let Bob do the rest, because I'm ridiculously tired. As long as I lap everyone once. Bob should be able to do the rest of this, though. I gave him a... because I'll be giving him a lap advantage over everyone. Normally get sleepy during long races. Yeah, that's understandable. It makes me respect people who could do 200 laps of Nürburgring without going to sleep. But in my case, it's mostly just my sleep was terrible last night. Not to mention, it's fucking cold here in the US. Like, the temperature's been jumping around all over the fucking place. Like, one day it'll be like 30 degrees Celsius or more. The next day it'll be down to 10 during the day and like below freezing at night. It's terrible. I would rather it just be consistently cold or consistently hot. That would be the best, but I hate this fluctuating temperature we got going on here. I definitely do not like cold myself, but if it stays cold, then that's fine. That's one thing. Yeah, my brake timings are getting worse. That one was good. Okay, that ram did absolutely nothing to him. I'm not sure which vehicle it is up there that's the blue car. I assume it's the one directly ahead. It might be the one ahead of him. Okay, it is the one directly ahead. So, while I'm still around, I will say that I'm definitely noticing the fuel on the car weighing me down. Like, I could definitely feel the decreased acceleration thanks to the gas tank being half full or above. Oh, it must have been... Okay. Being right inside that juicy slipstream range. I still haven't lapped him, so actually I should do one more cycle. Let's not get fuel, though. Alright, I'm not switching until I pass that blue car. And before it just becomes so obnoxious that I just do the whole thing anyway. Thanks for the boost. Someone's doing something outside my room. I'm not sure what. Go. I think I'm outside there. Yeah, I'm outside slipstream range. Oh, God. Oh, there the fucker finally made a pit stop. Alright, next pit stop, I'm letting Bob take over. Oh. Oh my God, that wasn't one of the ones... Holy shit. I thought he was the one who pitted. So does he just have, like, ultra good tire wear, or what? Finally. So, I guess that's once every 12 laps. 54. Oh, fuck it, wall ride. That didn't even work. Okay. Alright, Bob, take over. Obviously, my driving is dog shit right now. So, let's see what Bob can do. I will watch one lap just to make sure Bob can do this. Which he should be able to. And we'll put him at push, just to make sure. If I want these 60 points, I could just redo this off screen. Like, after the tournament's over, because I can't just do the race individually, or else I'd forfeit the entire tournament. A little rough there, Bob, but I don't know if you can do the rest. If you can do the rest, then I'd be okay. I'll still be sitting here, just making sure everything's alright. Alright, go. Bob? Are you, like, actually fucking this up right now? 117. Okay. I can't tell if Bob's doing better or not. Or I should say, by which I mean, I'm not sure if he's actually catching up. Let's speed up a little bit. Let's switch to fast and see if Bob does better with fast. I think he's slightly better than the blue car, though I don't know. I'll know if he passes him. And to be fair as well, Bob's ability to overtake has always been, at best, questionable. Alright, well. Oh, I think we just let Bob win the rest of this. So here we see that the AI and Bob are not affected by tire wear that much. So he did basically 10 laps, and his tires are just now turning to the point where mine would be after 9. I'm going to make him pit. So he's gonna have to make one more anyway. It may as well be now. Yeah. Get a bit more fuel and we'll call it a day for pit stops. Okay. A little more than necessary, but it's fine. It's fine. So if I'm correct, the blue and black car should make one more pit stop. And that'll secure my victory. Well, me and Bob's victory. Don't know how to highlight you streams, says Blue Hedgehog Man. What you would do is you probably just download the VOD and then just edit together what parts you want to highlight. There's certainly no easy way to do that with YouTube's editor, according to literally everyone, because according to literally everyone, the YouTube video editor is shite. Alright, 2 laps to go. So... sorry I wussed out at the end there with Bob, but holy shit. You could tell that my driving was getting really bad. And I wanted that to be over. So, yeah, exit this race and go to menu. Yep, I will start here when I return, indeed. So obviously we'll be saving the game. And we'll see how much of a percentage. See how much percentage that got me. 97.7, okay. So yeah, I do think that, I think it was 97.2 when I started. So let me do the math here. So 98.2, 0.7, 99.2 at 12, 99.7 at all 15, and then the championship itself will count as a percent, so yeah. Alright, that is the last thing we have to do. Alright, so I'm continuing part 2 of 5 on Thursday. I think I'll be streaming later in the afternoon to prevent this from happening again. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys Thursday. Farewell.